open out like this.
That's completely different to Germany. Hey son, and welcome to the next video. In one of my last videos, it was mentioned that there are some Swedish building styles of houses that are uniquely to Sweden and then got adopted to America. So I thought, are Swedish houses different than the ones I used to live in? And therefore we are reacting today to Swedish versus American homes. So tell me in the comments if there are any differences that are not mentioned in the video. Okay, let's go.
So one of the first things the difference is depending on where you are in the United States. But
Sorry.
where I was in Pennsylvania, we didn't always take off our shoes. But in a Swedish home, you're always going to take off your shoes and usually have a spot in the location where we can take off our shoes. It was a little muddy the last couple of days, but I'm going to put this over here. Won't you be?
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly the same like in Germany. I mean, there's sometimes not a special area for this, but just in the entrance. So just to put your shoes there, especially like when you're working or when you're living in a student apartment or stuff like this, where space is rare.
Won't you be my Swedish neighbor?
You be my neighbor.
So getting that out of the way, I want to talk about two other things that are going to be different in the homes in Europe and Sweden as opposed to the United States. The next one is the light switches here. If you look at the switches here, the way the light switches work in Sweden is a bit different. Our light switches are a little bit smaller and go up and down like this.
That's weird, the American one. Ugh. I don't know, the light switches, we have exactly the same in Germany. They are so satisfying if you press them. And I don't know, that don't feel right.
Link a picture there so you guys can see that. The next difference has to do with the electrical system that we use here. We use the EU plug cable, and in the United States you're going to have to use this prong one as well. And in some homes, funny enough, there's a 3-prong one in older homes in the United States that you need to use. I want to show you something else really cool that we have here. This is...
So the third hole wasn't necessary, or what?
An oven that... I'm sure the technology exists in the United States, but if you throw stuff on it when it's off, it'll start beeping. But if you check this out, if I just put this on and like turn it on instantly, it's an induction oven, which is really cool. You'll see here the water will like instantly start to boil up and it starts to heat up.
Yeah, so in this apartment I have exactly the same thing, but yeah, for example with my parents that's totally different. There you have to have buttons and stuff like this, and yeah.
But the parts here don't get hot, and it's kind of like a smart oven as well. If you leave stuff on it, it beeps. If you're cleaning it, it beeps, and it won't let you have stuff on it when it's off. And what's nice too is it doesn't get hot here. So if you get the camera closer, you can see that the water is actually already starting to heat up. It's the most insane thing I've ever had. I love this technology. Another thing, guys, that I want to talk about here is the windows in Sweden and how they're different to the United States. A lot of times our windows, and there are older windows in Sweden that open a little bit differently.
One quick thing, please hit like and subscribe. It helps the channel so much to grow. Thank you.
But the windows we have in the United States a lot of times are like 2 windows here, and you can kind of just slide it up and open it. And we almost always have a screen. But in every Swedish home I've been to here, and I've heard there are screens, but they typically open out like this. And then you can hit the buttons here and you can actually open the whole window out, because in the summer, a lot of...
That's completely different to Germany. In Germany, windows always go inside. You have kippable, so like fences or windows that are not just going all the way, but you also have something where they just slightly go open, and those are going just like that, not like this. So that's completely different. Why do you have windows to the outside? I mean, how do you always have to stretch yourself to get them in again, right?
Homes don't have air conditioning like we have in the United States. But the one thing that annoys me about that was...
That could be really dangerous if you are like in the 5th floor or something, right? If you always have to stretch so far out that you maybe fall off.
Homes, no offense to everybody, it's just simply that the bugs and things can get in. So I'm not a big fan of that. But I can show you one other thing with that is with decks as well. In other homes, it's the same. Like a deck door, like this one we have here, you'll be able to just go ahead and open the whole entire door here and let the air in, which is really nice in the springtime. It's very cozy. Just the difference, like I said, is the American homes, we would have like a screen here, which would be really nice.
But again, I think the doors would also open inside in Germany, yeah. Not the main door, but those side doors would also go inside.
In the US, a lot of times we have knobs, but as you can see here, just simply a up and down here. So the door handles are different. It's all little small differences.
Yeah, that's exactly
To
same
the
like in
TV tax
Germany.
people, this is a very, very big computer monitor. Thank you. One thing I want to mention that we don't have here is staircases. A lot of times in the United States, staircases just go straight up. Again, I'll put a picture in. And in Swedish homes, I notice a lot of more modern Swedish homes having more of a spiral staircase, which kind of utilizes more space. This is the room that has the biggest differences in it. And this is
Or what we have at my parents' home is you have not a spiral, but you have staircases to multiple floors that are just overlaying each other.
our bathroom, and I'm just going to show you a couple of unique things we have here. The first thing I want you to look at is the toilet. And although our toilet only has
That's different.
one flusher here, many toilets in the United States are going to have the flusher on the left or the right here. Our home only has one flusher, but most modern homes is a little bit.
German toilets are floating. They don't have this thing here. They're mostly floating.
Have the flusher on the left or the right here. Our home only has one flusher.
And the thing where you press to flush is integrated in the wall in Germany. So you don't have this giant thing there. It's just a floating toilet on the wall. So it's much more elegant, I have to say. But of course, you don't judge elegance about the toilets.
Many toilets in the United States are going to have the flusher on the left or the right here. Our home only has one flusher, but most modern homes is a little bit older home. Most modern homes have two flushers. One that's for the pee and one that's for the poo, and it's supposed to help with the overall flushing. As an American, it was kind of tough to get used to because let me tell you, when I pee, I still want to get that flush all the way out there. I don't want to keep that still there, but it's a nice little extra thing. Now, let me go ahead and show you our shower because this is also a unique thing. Now, most shower places in Sweden utilize this space. As you can see, this bathroom is utilized. It's also a laundry room.
Yeah.
Washer machine / a dryer machine, but most Swedes, including myself, we typically don't use the dryer so much in the summertime. We actually hang our clothes out, which is a difference from the United States because we typically have a Swedish. We typically have a washer and dryer, and we actually have a room for that. So it's really cool that we utilize the space here. But like I said, a lot of shower areas, the bathroom utilizes the space because you have. I'll show you here how this closes.
Okay, that's
This kind of
cool.
folds in on
That's
itself
cool,
here.
yeah.
So we can fold this part in. A lot of times in American homes, I've never really seen this in any home, but maybe a few.
That's
But
dumb.
most our
That's so dumb. Please have a removable shower head. That's so much nicer.
showers are completely attached to the wall here, and we can't move them. But in the Swedish homes, you can do this,
Yeah.
which is really cool because you want to go like this.
Yeah, under the
You
arms.
can reach all those areas with the pressure. It's just one of those things that we don't have in the United States as common that I just find to be interesting.
That's weird, right? Because America is known for its convenience culture and drive-through and everything just in one place and as convenient as possible. And then they don't have removable shower heads, which is literally not very hard to do. It's so crazy.
Hey guys, remember these? Come in. This is my recording studio. This is where all the magic, the YouTube magic that you see happens here. But one thing I want to talk about, well, is the lights here and how they work. I'll show you. And maybe this happens in the States, but I don't think so much. But you can see that like you can actually just like pull this off the wall here and unplug it. And you can take the whole thing down. I'm not going to do that now because I won't be able to put it back up. As you can see here, I'm not the tallest guy. But I never noticed this in the United States. If I'm wrong, please.
I don't know, but I think it's similar in Germany.
Please tell me in the comments below, but yeah, I just think that's different. Hey guys, welcome to my bedroom. I just want to show you one final thing, and that has to do with the way that the final bed sheet or the big bed sheet is. In the United States, what's different about this is that it's just one sheet by itself. And these Swedish sheets, a lot of times you can see here, there's like a sheet, actually an inner sheet inside here. You don't wash this part, you wash the outside part.
Yeah.
Our sheets is like one big sheet.
But German sheets are much, much fluffier. This is very, very small. Wait. Yep. I don't know. That now doesn't look very much, but it is much, much fluffier, and especially because this is a not very big sheet. But I don't know. It seems to be much more voluminous than the Swedish one.
Final sheet, I guess, and we wash it, but not all the time, not as often as you wash everything else in your clothes. And I want to talk about this final thing, this the wall here. The parts in the American homes, we usually have like a little bit cheaper drywall. Some places you can just like punch right in, but this is concrete. It depends on the place
Nice.
you're in, but a lot of these places are a lot more sturdy here,
Yeah.
and you're able to not punch through them so easily. Not
Yes.
that I'm punching so much into homes.
Oh, hey guys. So thank you for checking out this video.
Okay, we're
I'm
done.
about
It's weird because I thought that many things in Europe, at least, are much similar. And of course, it's not so much different than the US, for example, Germany. But for example, the toilets are so different. And also, your windows just blew my mind. Your windows are so weird. Probably, of course, you just showed something, and there's probably a very, very smart logic behind it. But for me, it is like, why to the outside? I don't know. Because two reasons. First of all, safety reasons and comfort reasons. You always have to stretch. And the second thing is, when you have both sides to the outside, you have to clean both. I mean, of course, sometimes you also have to clean the inside, but the outside gets much more dirty, right? And if you flip it like this, also the inside is to the outside, right? So you have to clean both. So it's much more work, right? Yeah, but I found it very interesting. Post more differences if there are more in the comments and tell me what are you thinking? Are they different in your home? And yeah, keep liking and subscribing, and we see each other in the next video. Bye.